In Tsarvia, the country of all czars, Felix Yusupov recruits a cartoon cat, a Cossack, and a communist, all for one very important mission: to kill Julius Caesar again. This episode is brought to you in partnership with Tsar Power. Tsar Power is a Rexipod ranking podcast that ranks all the Russian rulers from Rurik to Putin to see who gets to party it out in the Kremlin and who gets shipped off to the Gulag. You can find it at czarpowerpod.weebly.com in the description below, or by searching Tsar Power on whatever podcatcher you're using to listen to this episode. And now, on with the show.
Здравствуйте, товарищи! Добро пожаловать в Tsar Power. I'm Roberto.
And I'm Brendan. And hold on a second. This is the wrong podcast.
Yep. Together we rank the Russian rulers from Rurik to Putin, which is usually Brendan's line.
Yeah, normally. I wasn't expecting to have to do that line, but I have it. I mean, I don't know.
This time, we're going to do something different on Tsar Power, because we've got our friends from over at Quest Friends to run a role-playing adventure for us this Halloween. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've made some really great characters, and I think we're going to really enjoy doing this with Quest Friends, because I really love their podcast. Take it away, guys.
Hi, my name is Hallie, and I am just delighted to be running this game for you today. Role-playing is literally just, you play out a story, and when you want to do a thing, you roll dice, and sometimes it works, and more often, like if you're me, it doesn't. And for some reason, it's fun. So we're going to be role-playing today, playing our homebrew system called Under the Neighborhood. This system emulates Saturday morning cartoons, and our particular game takes place in a world where the realm of the dead is only a plane ride away. But today specifically, we are in a country called Tsarvia, where everyone, except for Rasputin, is a czar. So we're going to go back around the table and have everybody introduce themselves and their characters.
Hello, my name is Roberto, he, him pronouns, and I am playing Dostoevsky Alexander Mikhailovich, the intuition who takes up attention, who also has he, him pronouns, but you can call him Sasha. He is a Russian Cossack / poet / gambler.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brendan, he, him, and my character also goes by he, him, is Georgy Nestorovich Gosha Bulgakov, the proficiently practiced paranormal private eye. He is a human ghost who chooses to take the form of Felix the cat from those old 20s cartoons, wearing a trench coat and a fedora.
I am Tom, he, him, and tonight I will be playing Papa Kropotkin, a journalist who escapes. Papa Kropotkin is also a human ghost who has been morosely wandering for some time. He is a geologist by trade who took a willing post in Siberia after his fiancée abandoned him on the altar, and has been instead spending time trying to write his book.
Next thing before we play is the unique mechanic for Under the Neighborhood, which is called the Slice of Life complication. Basically, everybody thinks of some kind of mundane complication that is just ruining one of the character's days. So, for instance, one that always comes up for Quest Friends is Sparky's coffee maker broke. We've had someone can never find a pen when they need one. Someone got stuck in a car wash inspired by a real-life event that happened to me. Anything like that, and it can be for any other player at the table.
I've gotten one for Sasha.
Oh.
Sasha has not won a single game of chance involving coins or dice all day. Anything else is fine, but those specific games, everything is coming up wrong. Every flip, every toss.
Boże mój, patrz mu! Okay, so I have one for Gosha.
Okay.
Gosha misplaced his little pipe weed with catnip on the end.
Pipe of precognition.
Pipe of precognition.
Yeah, I can't concentrate without that pipe. Which doesn't necessarily give him precognition. He just thinks it does.
and it's all catnip inside, so that's pretty much why.
I was also gonna do something was like, Gosha would really like to solve this mystery, but he keeps getting distracted by this ball of yarn that he's playing with.
Excellent.
I like that one.
All right, so of those three, there's only going to be one slice of life complication in the session. Which one do we as a table want to keep?
Personally, my ball of yarn one is more of a joke. I think Tom's suggestion has potential to be more interesting.
I'm also quite fond of missing pipe of catnip.
I think I like the dice one because they would be in character, especially at the casino.
Casino. All right, so that is what we are doing then. So the slice of life complication this episode for Sasha is going to be that he has not won a single game of chance involving coins or dice all day. And with that, we are ready to begin. As Roberto said, tonight's session will take place in the Casino, spelled Cossino, because that's where the Cossacks and other Tsarvians hang out. It is a pretty standard casino. Big, airy, bright lights, lots of things happening. There's a bar in the corner. You, however, Sasha and Gosha, are there for a specific reason tonight, and that is because your good friend Felix Yusupov asked you to meet him there. And as he stares at you across the table in the little corner that you have found, he goes, I need you guys to go kill Julius Caesar.
Sasha, remind me, but I think the strange man is talking to us.
Well, Strange Man's our friend. You know, we've known him for a while.
It's me, Poovy, your friend Poovy.
Listen, man.
God, I thought you were my friend. You came here to help me and you don't even know who I am.
I know many things, okay, and if I do not know something, it is not true.
Then what is not true here? Sasha, tell him, we go way back.
Gosha, we've known Poovy forever.
I have no memory of this.
We had vodka at his house the other day.
It was my good vodka.
Oh, if you're drinking vodka, then I definitely don't have memory of this.
Well, that does explain things. It was Tsarskoye Zolotai, Tsar's gold, vodka. It's the good stuff.
Very well. If you say it happened, I must trust you, my friend.
So, you want us to kill Julius Caesar again?
Again, yes, he is that annoying. You see, the truth of the matter is, and he nervously drums his fingers on the table and then kind of darts around and goes, I owe him a lot of money. He advanced me quite a bit, and so I need him out of the picture, and the most efficient way to do that is through murder. But, if that is just too much to ask of my very good friend who drank vodka at my house, then if you just inconvenience him in a slight way, or perhaps he has a little black book that has all my debts in it. If you could get the little black book, then I could destroy it and be in the clear. He would have no proof that I owe him money.
But if we just take the black book, we don't have to resort to murder. It's not
well, you
wartime.
don't. I mean, you don't have. It was more efficient. I opened up with the most efficient suggestion.
Very Tsarvian of you.
My friend, why don't you just pay him back? I do not understand the necessity of murder in this situation.
Because I do not have the money, Gosha. What do you not understand about that?
You buy the most expensive vodka and you do not have money to pay off your gambling debts.
Yes. There it is. I bought the vodka. You drank the vodka. Now I don't have money.
Yes, well, you should not have invited me over if you did not want your vodka all gone.
Well, I am regretting it now.
I am sure you are.
Oh, Boże moi, what are we doing? Gosh, let's just help the man out. He gave us his vodka, he gave us his pickles, it's okay. Vodka and pickles make a great combination.
Well, in all fairness, I have killed men for less.
I know I have.
You see, this is what I'd ask you. Good friends with sordid pasts. Now, I have it on good authority that Mr. Caesar is here tonight in the casino. He has a secret meeting. It is all on the top floor.
Over on the top floor.
There are many floors of the casino.
Wait, how big is this casino anyway?
Many floors. 20.
My friend.
20 floors.
There's one thing I do not like. It is mysteries. And he shoves his magnifying glass in your face. I cannot simply read how many casino floors there are in this casino simply by shoving my magnifying glass in your face.
Then why are you doing it?
Gosha, please stop. There's probably a map somewhere.
No, I'm examining them. Leave me alone.
Okay, have fun. You've examined Yusupov before. It's okay.
No, that is. I do not have map, but there is map probably somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's a casino.
There's a casino.
I mean, why don't I just ask an employee over there?
But there has to be one somewhere. Listen, my friends. I appreciate you taking on this task for me. I will throw you a rager if you do this for me. Just a really big party. So many people. Raspy will be there.
Raspy?
Haven't seen Raspy in years, huh?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
My dear, wherever Georgi Nestorovich Bulgakov goes, it is always a rager.
Yeah, that's right, my friend. And with no money to pay my debts, we'll have more money for the vodka. Perhaps even better vodka than last time.
Oh.
Okay, you make a compelling point.
It's a very compelling point there. I think we should walk around and see what happens, and who knows? Maybe we will run into the man. And Sasha just kind of like repositions his like dagger and saber on his side and is like a bit closer to himself. Maybe he will see our point of view.
Oh, so barbaric.
Barbaric? You wound me.
Do I? No, I don't. I just said that was barbaric.
I know. That's. I find that I'm not barbaric. I'm a poet. I'm civilized.
Poets are by far some of the least civilized people I know.
Oh, you're still mad about that raunchy poem I made about you 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I do not see you that way. How many times do we have to go over this?
It was a joke, please.
Oh, I'm certain it was a joke. 100% certain. There's no mysteries between us.
I know there's no mysteries. It was joke. It was April Fool's Day. Oh, Boże boy. Почему такой друг? Why do I have such a friend that treats me this way?
Because you need me. If it weren't for me always paying off your gambling debts, you would have been destitute a long time ago.
If it weren't for me, you would have.
You're lucky I'm so damn good at solving mysteries and my call-ins pay well.
I love your dynamic! Felix Yusupov yells from across the room, because I like to imagine you've been like walking away and having this conversation as you meander out into the main space, and he's so happy, he's waving, he's watching you, he's so thankful, man. He's
Our impoverished friend speaks wisely.
Yes, he does. I think we should find the map first, because what did he want us to say again? He wanted us to find his friend and get money back? I don't remember.
Or something about killing someone. I'm sure we'll figure the rest out.
Nothing new. It's a daily thing.
Such is life in Tsarvia.
Such is life.
Well, if there is a map around here, I use my powers of deduction to say it must be on the wall of the elevator. Unless there are no elevators in this world. In which case, the stairs. Or perhaps a ladder. Or a fireman's pole.
What if there's only rope to get us up? Do you have the power to go up?
I am a cat, friend. There's nothing I cannot climb.
Good point. Is there a way I could do a perception check to see where the elevator is, or just kind of...
Yeah, absolutely.
2d6?
Yes. All right, I would call this, understand, which is books. So if you have any books, whatever your book stat is.
-1.
All right, so it's going to be your roll -1.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, that's a mixed success. Okay, so you don't see any maps or anything that clearly points to a map, but you do see a man in the corner of the bar, like Aragorn style. Just like chilling, looking mysterious, looking around. He looks like he knows things.
I will immediately look at the man, like I'm staring at him, and then I go, "My good friend," just super loud. "How are you doing today? I haven't seen you in such a long time." And then I will approach him, even though I do not know who this is, because I have to take up the center of attention.
All right, Tom, this is you. So you have to respond
I
to
had
it.
a feeling.
Good.
So I realize I neglected to describe my character's appearance.
That's why I
when
just guessed. So hopefully that was okay.
I became distracted, but Papa Kropotkin is a balding man. He's wearing like that 20s like newsboy cap style to hide it, the fact, and he has a massive bushy white beard, like dressed in a fairly smart suit, but like nothing too fancy, nothing that says money. Like,
Boże moi, it's Santa Claus.
he'll sigh seeing the two of you approach and say, "This is what they all say."
I didn't think that. I said my old friend.
No, I appreciate it. Have a seat, comrade.
I will sit down. But before I sit down, I didn't describe my character.
Yeah, go ahead and describe your
no.
physical characters. I'm so sorry that I didn't make sure that happened. So take a quick break as the party unites.
Yes. So as you approach, you see this very tall Cossack man. He has this like really thick fur hat on top of his head, which is like really high, that has the Russian double-headed eagle on it for the imperial sigil. And then he's wearing a red and gold kaftan, which is like that nice long robe that they wore back in the day. It has like this very nice, intricate brocade floral design on it. He has this large sash, and in the sash he has 2 sabers, 3 daggers, and then he has a whole bunch of pistols kind of going down the side. And he sits down in front of you, he's wearing like fur boots, and you can see he has like the little spiky things at the end of his boots because, he's a Cossack. He has to ride horses.
Yeah.
And he sits down and says, "Ah, my good friend, My name is Alexander Mikhailovich Dostoevsky, but you can call me Sasha. What is your name?
They call me around here Papa Kropotkin. Feel free to call me Papa or Comrade Kropotkin.
Okay, Papa. I like Papa. Papa's shorter.
My friend, I only call people daddy in bed, so you can forget about that.
Yes, I get that a lot as well.
Well, Papa's fine.
So, my friends, what is it that brings you to my table tonight?
Well, we saw you looking out at us longingly, and I thought that is a kind sort of a man who wants to meet with other people, make some new friends, especially in the casino. So my heart yearned out to you, and I thought, why should I not talk to this old man, this man who has no one around him? And our eyes locked, and I thought, that is a sign to make a new friend today, because, my comrade here, Gosha, very kind cat, but sometimes he gets on my nerves, so...
Oh, I get on your nerves sometimes. Okay. What about the time you borrowed my car without asking, and I come back and it's completely smashed up?
I told you that was not my fault. That was the fault of the other Cossacks.
Yeah, the Cossacks forced that vodka upon you, I'm sure, completely unwillingly.
Speaking of drink, let me buy you all around. Then we will talk more. I too have been looking for friends in this place, but I know few people here. This is not the place I usually hang out.
Da, my friend, trust is low. You always need a good friend by your side.
That is truth. And then I'll get up, I'll stand on the table, and I'll go, bartender, where are you? We want drinks here.
The bartender will just look at you from across the way and throw her hands up and be like, bartender, everybody wants the bartender. And then she'll start getting a round of whatever it is that you want.
You're doing a great job. Thank you for your hard work. I will make a poem in your honor.
Oh, yes. You always have time to make poems for the working class, but never to give them a break.
You wound me, Gosha!
You wound me? You weren't this poor lady who's working so hard. For God's sake, I will get the drinks myself. Ma'am, please do not get up.
She's already there with the tray of I presume it's vodka, and she kind of like slams it down a little bit and goes, "That's A-OK, comrade."
Miss, if you please, a bowl of milk for me only. Thank you.
A bowl of yeah.
I would take his drink though, so I will drink for two.
She'll leave and she'll return in a second with the bowl of milk.
At this point, this time I stand up on my chair because my descriptors takes up attention. So
yeah.
I stand up on the chair and I go, I prepare these toasts to my new friend, Papa Kropotkin, to his long health, to our friendship, and then I go into a toast for the next 5 minutes without actually drinking.
Oh my God.
In the classic Russian style.
Comrade, you misunderstand. This is a covert operation.
I'm making new friend. All right, everyone. Now, to all our helps and to our friendship, Nazarovia. And I'll push down like 2 shots of vodka.
Right.
Gosha is just lapping up the milk on the floor.
Papa will drink to this toast.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll me something.
Okay.
Just for fun. Roll me Sasha, just roll me 1 slick.
That is a 9.
Okay. Continue.
All right. And then I get down and I put my hand on Papa Kropotkin's shoulder and go, it's very nice to make your acquaintance and your friendship. Now we are brothers.
And now that we are brothers, perhaps we can talk business now. What is it you have come to my table looking for aid in tonight?
Okay. And then at this point, I'll get really quiet and I'll say, okay, we need to meet with Julius Caesar. He has something of ours that we absolutely need for our friend, because our friend wants to throw a big party. And of course, if you help us, you're invited to the Rager. That is without a doubt. But, Julius Caesar, he's not from Tsarvia, so we need to make sure that it gets back into the hands of us Tsarvians.
Certainly. Perhaps it is fate you have come to this table tonight, but I too have business with Julius Caesar.
Oh, well, maybe we can help each other out and make this operation go a bit better. You can call it a special operation of sorts.
Certainly, if you wish to call it that. What do you know so far?
He's in top floor of casino. We don't know where the elevator is or stairs, because usually we drink and play games here, and we don't look for it. And then he has small book that we need, small black ledger of sorts.
Using my power as a deduction, he's a man of great wealth, most likely surrounded by several bodyguards. So, this will require an operation of either great violence or great stealth. Perhaps both.
So, are you in or are you out?
I am in, of course. as you say, we're brothers now.
Perfect.
We must work together in this. And I think we have an in, potentially. As you mentioned yourself, the working class is significant here, and that will be our easiest way to gain access to the top floor. If we have the workers' uniforms, delivering food, drinks, that sort of thing, we can easily get to the top.
Ah, disguises. Extremely clever, comrade. You will be a valuable partner in this mission.
Make myself unknown to people? I don't know if I can handle that. I want to be big poet. People know my poems, I think.
Well, my friend, there is one thing I believe in. It is not putting people in situations where they are useless. That is why you are going to be the distraction.
Ah, perfect. I can do that.
When I go up to the bar and order a Moloko Plus from the barmaid, you will know that is the time for the distraction.
Yes, my drug. But first, Papa Kropotkin, do you know where the elevator is?
I know where the elevator is.
Oh, perfect. I like this already. Now, Gosha.
As you're conferring, before you can confer any further, you hear from not quite across the bar, because he's making his way towards you. Sasha, my good friend! And you see your good friend, Alexander Pushkin, just ghost walking across the casino floor, and he's like, I knew it was you as soon as I heard the big speech and the waxing poetic. I knew that you were here. Hey! And he comes and he claps a hand on your back.
Ah, Pushkin! Sasha doesn't, he's friendly with Pushkin, but doesn't actually like Pushkin because...
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, they're both poets, and he's like the master poet.
It's a rival.
So I kind of look up at him with my big Dostoevskian beard, and I go, Pushkin, pleasure to see you here. How is my mentor doing today?
And he shakes you, and he's like, doing good, doing lit. I have had very good luck with the coins and the dice today.
Oh, really?
Really? I cannot believe it. You must play a game with me, friend.
Oh, are you sure? Okay, can I be quick? I'm conferring with, some people here for business.
You owe me several games. Come on. And he's forcing you out of the chair. Let's go play some games.
Okay. Fine.
I suppose we'll catch up to you later, Sukkar Imperialist.
Have fun, Gosha. Have fun, Papa. And I'm like dragged away by Pushkin, and I just kind of mouth, help me.
This is why I had you roll sneak. You rolled a mixed success, so you're still mostly under the radar, but there is one annoying person who saw you, and it's Alexander Pushkin.
Using my powers of deduction, I believe our friend is in distress.
I would agree with that assessment.
Of course you would. I did it.
Fair point. But now how best to get him out of there? Or do we wish to just leave him to his fate while we investigate further?
Well, my friend, when you're in Rome, you must do as Romans do. I say we join him.
Very well. I suppose we can use the distraction for now.
Indeed. Perhaps now you can pay me back for my car.
I see you intend to fleece him while his luck is bad.
Please, my friend, you wound me.
Well, while you're winning your money back, I'm going to go find its disguise.
Capital idea, my friend. Capital idea. And I normally don't describe capital as a good thing.
Yeah, you see a dark look passes his face for a moment, but then he's like, oh yes, excellent.
Okay.
Very good.
How does a cat walk to a gambling table?
On legs, I would imagine.
On a catwalk, one paw in front of the other, I guess.
Yeah, there he goes. Are you going to the same gambling table as your buddy?
Of course.
All right, so you guys want to do some gambling, and then Papa Kropotkin, you're going to go look for disguises and such.
Duh.
Okay, we will handle the gambling table first.
Yeah. Gosha quickly, swaps out his fedora and, those, green visors?
Yes, like the blackjack counter visors, yeah.
He sticks one of them and he, rolls up his sleeves. How are we doing, everybody? Good, excellent.
Oh, you're here, Pushkin says.
Indeed I am.
That's great. And he kind of leans in a little bit closer to Sasha, Sasha, come on, which number you gonna bet on? It's craps. My voice changes every time I speak, but that's intentional.
It's a romantic in you, of course. I think I'm gonna go with lucky number 3, like the last 3 times.
If there's one thing I can expect from you, comrade, it's consistency.
Yes, I'm very consistent.
Yeah, consistently a drunk.
All right, gambling is not a mechanic in our Saturday morning cartoon gameplay, so I think I'm just gonna have you make me a flat 2d6 roll, Roberto, and then I'm gonna subtract 2 because you've been having trouble all day.
9, so -2 is 7.
Okay, so it lands on the 4, which is like, so close to the 3. But isn't it, Chief? It's not it.
Ghost Bunny, not again. This is the 5th game in a row.
Oh, Sasha, what was that?
But I try so hard, but today's just not the best day for me to play dice and chance.
I'll show you how it's done. And then he's gonna bet the next round. And then, Gosha, did you want to bet a round as well? I'm gonna have you do the same thing. Roll a flat 2d6.
Using my powers of deduction, if the previous roll landed on the 4, then it must roll on the 4 next time. I'm a genius. All right, let's go. Come on. That is an 8, and it's opposite day, so...
That's right, so any low rolls for you are good. Well, is that still mixed success? Hang on. Let me open up my... Okay, so that is actually just a failure.
Oh.
Not only does it
How could this be? I miscalculated.
not land on the 4, it lands on the 20, the high number that Craps goes up to, that I definitely know off the top of my head. And then, because it's a failure, Pushkin laughs at you. Haha, that's a shame. That's a shame, Gosha.
Indeed it is. However, Lady Luck, she is a fickle mistress.
Fickle indeed. And then I'm going to roll for Pushkin. I'm going to see how well Pushkin does. Okay, well, Pushkin got a 10, because I can't roll well unless I'm rolling for an NPC. So Pushkin's like, and he got it on a 10, let's say that. And he's got all these troubles. That's the currency in Tsarvia. Troubles. And he scoops them all up and is like, see, it's because you're here next to me, buddy. Yeah.
Is this enough games? I have things to do.
Are you sure? You're sure? Stay another round.
Final round, okay? Then I have to go because
Final round. And then while you're doing your final round, we'll cut back to Papa Kropotkin doing his thing.
So I imagine Papa Kropotkin has wandered off into like the back areas of the casino near the kitchens and is just looking for some employees to strike up a conversation.
Okay.
Like Smoke stoically staring off into the distance, talking about, what does life really have in store for us?
If you're wandering back there, you'll see a girl in like a not quite a maid's outfit, but like clearly she works here.
Mm.
And she's carting back a little tray of food going into the back.
As she rounds a corner, she just sees Papa Kropotkin there, like mournfully smoking a cigarette. And he'll tip his head and say, "Good evening, ma'am."
She'll cock her head a little bit. Do you believe in prophetic dreams?
I have heard many interesting conversation openers in my long life and death, but this one is perhaps the most interesting. No, I do not believe in prophetic dreams.
Well, that's a shame. I think I've seen you in a dream before. Did you know that dreams are the gateway to the soul?
Some say it, yes, but in my long life and death, I have turned more to the path of the nihilist than the romantic.
Well, that's a shame, but I suppose that path is open to you as it's available to all of us.
Why do you believe you have seen me in a dream before?
Because I've seen you in a dream before. Sometimes things are very simple and can be explained in one sentence. Just like that. Other times, she does a 1,000-yard stare, they cannot.
Well, in this dream, did you give me one human-sized uniform for this establishment and one cat-sized uniform? Even just a little bow tie I can put around the cat's neck. That would work as well.
She shakes her head.
Perhaps prophecy is not everything, though. I can pay you quite a bit if you're willing to loan us some uniforms for a little while. We have a little bit of business upstairs.
You think you can buy prophecy with money?
No, I believe I can show support for a fellow worker in exchange for a little bit of support of my own. I can't imagine Caesar is paying very good wages here.
Caesar? I saw him in a dream once, too. Do you believe in prophetic dreams, sir?
I believe you have already asked me this question. And Papa Kropotkin is looking around suspicious now.
You have not given me a satisfactory answer.
I gave you an answer and it was a no. I don't believe in such terms.
That wasn't satisfactory.
What if I were to say yes? What would happen then?
And yes, then I would probe you for all of your deepest desires, thoughts, and musings about what a prophetic dream can mean about the human psyche.
There are better ghosts to ask about dreams. I'm sure a quick Google search can provide you with far better celebrities to ask these questions of.
She cocks her head a little bit. At no point, sir, did I say that I would not help you. I merely wish to have an interesting conversation with someone. And then she'll kind of like ruffle her skirt a little bit and say, you'll wait right there. I'll bring back 2 uniforms just as you ask.
I am suspicious of your intent, but I won't look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. I'll do as you ask.
She nods and leaves, and she comes back. Nothing untoward is happening. She will hand you the 2 uniforms, and then she'll say, what's your name, sir?
I am called Papa Kropotkin.
Papa Kropotkin. My name's Maria Kane. You can come to me anytime if you need any help. Or if you'd like to discuss those dreams of mine.
I am certain to take you up on this at some point in the future, miss. Thank you very much.
She nods, and then, like, instead of, like, just walking normally away, she walks backwards for some reason. And, like, she disappears around the corner looking at you. And then you hear her ask some other unwitting soul, ma'am, do you believe in prophetic dreams?
But yeah, having extracted himself from conversation with Maria Kaina, Papa Kropotkin is going to covertly head back towards the casino floor.
Okay.
And signal to Gosha.
Using my powers of deduction, I think our friend is trying to get my attention.
My money, my poor money. I worked so hard for that money. Why did this happen to me?
What do you mean worked hard? Poetry is not that difficult. I can tell because you do poetry.
No, thank you for playing with me. I am very happy that we could share this moment together. Pushkin has really made it big tonight, and he's just racking in all the troubles. He's like, thank you for giving me your luck tonight. This is for you. This is all for you. But not really, because I'm keeping it.
Oh, Pushkin, at least buy me a drink with it.
But I mean, you made this happen. For me, Pushkin, whose voice has become Felix Yusupov.
I look at Gosha, it's like, let's just go. I don't want to deal with this right now. Why?
Pushkin is gonna look at Gosha, actually. He's gonna, like, do a sup nod, like an acknowledgement that, men do.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you gambled well, my friend's friend.
Yes. Well, I think I could use some practice. But I thank you anyway.
He narrows his eyes because he's not sure if I could use some practice was a challenge or not. and he wags a finger at you like, this guy.
I would narrow my eyes, friend. But my pupils are already pretty narrow since I am a cat.
You're a mysterious one. I'll give you that.
Well, I hate mysteries.
I know. Okay, let's go talk to Papa Kropotkin, please. I don't want to deal with this right now.
Take heart, my friend. You can pay me back another time.
You're taking some of my money now.
Yes, and then such is life. You lose your money, you gain it back. The wheel of fortune, it goes up and down and back and forth and side to side.
From the background, Felix Yusupov goes, the wheel of fortune goes up and down and side to side. Sometimes you have money and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, exactly. He agrees with me.
Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier, but Sasha has the flexible thing, so he can, at the beginning of each adventure, he can pick a skill, and I have that skill.
Oh! Yeah, absolutely.
Sleight of hand.
Totally. Happy to give you that.
As I'm going to go give Pushkin a hug.
Okay.
And I'm going to sleight of hand all his gold away.
Okay.
Yes, do it.
So that means you're going to roll 3 dice, and then you keep the top 2.
Okay. So I got a 6, and a 3.
Critical success.
You got 2 6s. That's a critical success. You stole all of Alexander Pushkin's money. You stole all of his money. You just get that that now because you got a critical. Maleta! That's what we call it. That's what I call it. Nobody else does. Maleta!
Hey! Thank God for that advantage.
And he's none the wiser, I'm sure.
No, he's just like saying goodbye to his good friend and mentee.
So basically, the way I think it happens, like, oh, Gosha says, oh, you have to pay me back. And I'm like, ugh. And then I was like, oh, I didn't say bye to Pushkin. And then I go to Pushkin, I hug him, steal all his money, and then come back. And then just kind of like, as we're walking away, I'm like, Gosha, extend your hand out.
What hand? This is a paw.
Extend your paw out.
I don't feel like it.
I show him the bag of like this big bag of troubles.
What in God's name did you get this?
I'm Pushkin. I'm saying this very quietly.
Oh, well, in that case, I will not ask too many questions. Although, I have said many times I hate mysteries.
It's not a mystery. Pushkin gave it to me.
Ah, yes. Well, I, for one, am bad at identifying lies, so I think I'll take your word for it. I forgot that was in my character sheet. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm terrible at that.
You take everything at face value, like all good detectives do.
He hates mysteries.
Yeah, he hates them.
If he believes everything, then there's no mystery.
That's true.
That's true.
So you guys, you got all
My
of this
comrades,
money.
I hope your adventures at the gambling table were most successful.
Indeed.
They were successful at the end.
A friend Pushkin, he speaks in riddles. And yet, he gambles like a master.
People can deceive you like that. One day you're thinking, oh yes, we will spend the rest of our lives together. The next, they are gone. No letter. Nothing. Anyway, don't worry about that. I have obtained disguises.
Excellent.
And also vodka.
Oh, thank you so much.
With this vodka and these disguises, we go to elevator, we bring vodka to Caesar's room. And our good friend Sasha here, he draws everyone's attention by trying to get in and meet with Caesar.
Very well.
I can do that. Lead me to the elevator.
I guess we head to the elevator. We're just heading on up.
All right, you're taking the elevator. The elevator's not dangerous or tricky. It's just a regular elevator.
This is a strange elevator. What do these buttons do? And I just press all the buttons. It stops at every floor.
It takes you a really long time to get up to the 20th floor. Because it stops.
And after a while, Gosha is pretending to use the force to open and close the doors of the elevator. Hey, look at me, I'm moving it with my mind.
There's a Scotman ghost trick. Don't even bother trying to pretend.
Gosha, roll me a sling.
It would be 7 total.
I think that's still a mixed success on opposite day.
You are correct. That is a mixed success on opposite day.
Ah, mystery solved. The buttons take you to every floor.
Are we attracting more notice from doing this, perchance?
Don't worry about it.
I just look at Gosha, just like, oh my gosh, at this point, I just start reciting poetry while we're waiting to go upstairs. Я помню чудное мгновение передо мной явилось ты, как мимолетное видение, как гений чистой красоты.
Господи помилуй.
At long last, after several minutes of agonizing torture, you finally reach the top floor, which is, surprise, the 25th. Felix Yusupov was wrong. There were 5 more floors than he thought.
He lied to us.
Fulvi, why?
Why didn't I see this coming?
At least we have some compromat on him now.
Indeed.
So the elevator doors open and you find yourself in, it's not empty or dark, but it's emptier than like the main space of the casino that you left. It looks to be just like a lot of like conference rooms and that kind of thing up on this floor, and at least in your immediate surroundings, it is empty, with only like fluorescent lights lighting your way.
Look alive, my friends. Where there are conferences happening, no good can be followed.
Duh.
What about the investigator conference you were at last week?
Well, first off, I don't trust anyone, except people who talk to me. I do trust you. Yeah, I trust you to put things up.
Third point.
As you make your way down the hall, you see that it branches in 3 different directions. Straight, right, left.
Straight, right, left. Well, my father once said, when you don't know what to do, go left.
I will drink to that.
Is there a map somewhere? Maybe fire escape plan? I'll look right next to the elevator to see if there's a fire escape plan.
So you didn't get a map, but you'll hear, here you go. And when you turn around, Maria Kana is there, holding the map.
Oh my god!
I'm so sorry, did I startle you? I did that in my dream, too.
Gosha's just on the ceiling, hanging on with his claws. Every hair is standing on end. In the name of God, woman, do not scare me like that.
She looks up at you, hanging from the ceiling, and is like, you've attracted him, the Begamot.
Begamot?
Wait. What did you say?
Begamot. And then she looks back up at Gosha and is like, his aura's all around you, sir. And then she turns back to Papa Kropotkin and says, as she hands him the map, says, by the way, I liked your book.
My book has never been published. How did you learn this?
My friend, why did you questioning why you have a fan?
Because it is a very uncomfortable situation.
Perhaps one of your friends managed to get a hold of the manuscript. Okay, it's not a huge mystery.
I know you hate mysteries, but I assure you this is a mystery.
Listen, using my powers of deduction, there's nothing to worry about.
I'm going to regret this immensely, but I am going to ask you now, ma'am. What do you know about this? I'm going to butcher this word. What was that again, Hallie? Begamot?
Begamot.
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 Oh, the T is pronounced.
Begamot.
Saying it in a weirdly French way.
As I do.
What do you know about this Begamot?
The Begamot? Well, the Begamot is a thing of the past.
Like, 2 of the 4 people here are ghosts. we are all things of the past. This is nothing. You've told me nothing.
But the Begamot is a thing of the ancient past.
What?
It is subjective at best.
What is your first question? What is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. My name is Maria Kana.
Hi, Masha. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Sasha.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Do you believe in prophetic dreams?
No, I am the prophecy.
She will not accept that answer, I assure you. We will be here forever unless you say yes.
Unfortunately, that answer is not satisfactory.
See, this is what I tell you.
Sometimes dreams can lead you into the state of human existence, and sometimes they don't mean anything at all. It can be difficult to tell the difference, don't you think? When I dreamed that one, I assume that you're still on the ceiling, Gosha. When I dreamed that one, the Begamot was stabbing him.
Well, he's used to that.
Thankfully, I'm a ghost, so...
But I told you, I am the prophetic dream, so no worries. But do you know where Caesar is in his floors, Masha?
Caesar? I do know where Caesar is.
Could you lead us to him, please?
Could I lead you to him?
May you?
You know, asking other people to do your work for you sounds very capitalist of you.
Indeed, my friend, you reek of mammon.
Can you not tell I'm a Cossack? I pillage and raid. I do heavy work on field. I ride horses.
Indeed, you cannot tell me that theft is not an honest profession.
I only wear nice kaftan because I'm at casino. Otherwise, I'm on field. I work on farm.
I suppose that does make a difference. It did in my dream. She'll look away, and then she turns back to Papa Kropotkin one more time and says, I told you your answer wasn't satisfactory. If you finish, she'll be waiting.
This continues to mean nothing. I wish for you to know this before we leave again.
She's gone.
Yeah.
You didn't see her leave, but she's gone.
Wait, where did she go?
I did not even turn to look away. I'm not even going to question this at this point. The only thing we need to know is that we are probably in danger. So, comrades, we must stick close together.
I put my hand on a pistol and just kind of go, yes, danger. I think I'm ready. Which one is not the one that shoots out bang sign?
That's right, because you have the overture one.
I have 3 pistols. I have the flare gun, the regular pistol, and one that just shoots out a bang sign.
Is the overture pistol labeled 1812?
Sasha, must I remind you that this is a covert operation. We cannot draw too much attention to ourselves, so there better be a silencer for that blunderbuss you have there.
The silencer is body.
Well then, at least I know you intend to get close.
Anyways.
All right, so she did point in the direction that Julius Caesar was. So you can go in that way.
Well, it appears the mysterious young lady is more of a help than she is a hindrance.
I mean, she did give us these costumes as well, so there is that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, mystery solved.
You did not even know there was a mystery to begin with, and it has already been solved.
My friend, life is full of mysteries. That's why I hate life. That's why I became a ghost.
I I understand the pain that torments one. It has haunted me through my life as well, and into my death. We cannot easily shed the past.
Boże mój, another poet.
Are we all not poets here in Tsarvia?
No, poets speak in riddles. I hate that.
I'll have to keep this in mind for my book. Clearer, simpler language. Got it.
Gosha just kind of shrugs and goes, I don't understand any of this. I write poetry, but I don't publish.
All right. Gosha, do you remember that slick you rolled earlier that you got a mixed success on?
Yeah.
As you're going down the corridor, a man in like a chef's hat, he clearly works there, but has some kind of like manager insignia. He comes by and is like, there you are. They said you were taking the elevator. What are you doing? We need people downstairs stat.
My friend, you do not understand. The big man requires my services. I cannot take away from my duties here.
The big man? No, we need all of you. Because you're all...
Not Sasha.
That's right, you're just in your Cossack uniform.
I was in my Cossack uniform. No, they're escorting me. They're escorting me to my friend Caesar, because I get lost in here.
I'm telling you, very important business. Can't talk. Bye-bye.
Yours vodka. I'm sorry, boss, but we were asked specifically.
Where is the vodka?
Well, it's right here in my hand. Vodka.
Do you have vodka in your hand?
I just assumed I grabbed vodka while I was there.
Okay. In that case, he will instead look Sasha directly in the eyes and go, and what business do you got with Julius Caesar?
Oh, these orders come straight from the top. Don't worry about that. Okay, bye-bye.
Roll me, I think convince somebody is going to be.
I would say it's a slick, I guess.
You can actually use any stat for this one, depending on what kind of convincing you're trying to do, but I would say that slick applies here because you're trying to lie.
Okay, slick it is. That would be a 10.
A 10, that is a failure with the opposite day.
Oh dear.
This mysterious chef man will say, Julius Caesar doesn't even drink vodka.
Really? Wow. Then why did he order it? That's a real mystery. Anyway.
I can't believe this. You're telling me he doesn't want vodka? We got the copper mug and everything?
Telling you he doesn't want vodka.
How do you know? We're supposed to go up there. He asked for us himself.
Yeah, we better all go. We better go ask him ourselves. If we need to get another drink, we got to get this cleared up quickly before something bad happens. But I'm not riding every single 25 floors again if it turns out he does want vodka. So come on,
you're still mad about that? Get over it.
Let's confirm this one way or another. It's Caesar's apartment. Very easy to ask. We'll just get down to the room and find out what they're drinking. Well, are you coming? Come on.
Indeed, I am Simple Cat Meow. Yes, very busy doing cat things. Come, I must lick my own.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
He trusts you so little because you failed. He just pulls a gun on you.
Oh, please, I have no family.
All right, we all here at the casino have guns.
You're right, and I pull a gun as well.
I immediately, swing out my saber to cut his arm out.
You are fully allowed to do that. So we're going to do opposing rolls in this case, because I don't think it's quite a confrontation. But since a lot of things are happening at once, and there is kind of a ruckus in the hallway because of this failure, I'm going to have Papa Kropotkin and Sasha respond at the same time.
I mean, I won't shoot until something happens, which means that Sasha is very free to chop this man's arm off first.
Yeah, go for it. Do you want to dismember this man?
I want to dismember this man's arm.
Can I leap onto this guy's face and scratch his eyes out?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to do that, actually. So that's going to be a take action for both of you, and that's going to be using your fierce stat.
For the motherland! That's gonna be an 11.
Oh, no!
That's a 7?
Oh, no!
But I'm gonna use do or do not and upgrade it to a full success.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
But now Hallie gets a hard move, so I can read the description if you want me to.
No, I gotcha. I pulled it up.
Well, we might want to read it for the sake of the viewers as well.
Oh, I guess because we are on a podcast. Yeah, okay. And yeah, so the do or do not move, if you roll a mixed success, you may upgrade it to a full success. However, if you do so, the GM may make a hard move immediately after your full success resolves.
Oh, no.
So, because you and Gosha attacked at the same time, one of you swinging the sword up, one of you's falling on top of the person you're trying to sword.
Oh, no! Oh.
It's not a lethal sword hit.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah.
A sword from a living man and a ghost cat. How does that hurt?
Ghosts aren't always purely incorporeal in Hereafter.
No.
They're like, it's like a...
I mean, I am fine with ghosts being injured by physical weapons. I'm just curious because we have never actually resolved what happens.
Well, I'm gonna
when
say
you try to stab a ghost.
it works like if you stabbed a person, but a little bit less because, I'm not gonna like actually kill one of you, even though you're already dead.
If I can make a suggestion,
Yeah.
if he like cuts off my tail, something funny like that. It's like the rule of cool, but for being funny.
Love it.
I am more than happy to have him cut off your tail.
My God, man, what way are you swinging?
So what have you done to our poor Gosha?
He needed a bit of a trim.
A bit of a trim, you've taken off bone.
That's okay. He's ghost. Thank you.
Well, lucky for you, we've now solved the mystery of what happens when a physical sword meets a ghostly cat. But is it the same for all cats? I know I'm a black cat, but what about a tabby cat? Is it the same?
I can't imagine that would cause a difference between sword-hitting ghost cats.
But how can we know if we do not test it?
I'm not attacking more cats.
My friend, you're a scientist and you are denying...
I am a geologist. Let's be very clear about that.
Geologists are men of science.
Well, yes, but not the cutting up animals kind of science. I did not do that in school. Did not dissect any frogs.
What? You never took an elective?
Not that kind of elective.
I'm just kind of standing there in awe.
Also, isn't a man like...
Yeah, he's right in front of us.
Yeah,
Isn't a man with a stump for an arm on the ground?
I'm
Did his arm get cut off too, or?
No, his arm got cut off. Don't worry, you did that. So I'm going to do a GM intrusion. This is going to be on Gosha for thematic purposes. So Gosha, you can take an XP, an AP, that's what we call them. And adventure points you can use at any point in the adventure or do a bunch of other things. I have the document somewhere.
Okay.
And then you also get to give someone an AP
Well, I will give Sasha an AP then.
for cutting off your tail. All right.
Excellent.
So the hard move at first removes a problem because another dagger comes through the man who was still standing in front of you who just got his arm cut off and is screaming.
Well, so much for covert.
The man slumps to the floor, revealing Julius Caesar behind him, holding the knife, and he says, Gosha,
Do we know each other?
it's been so long, you don't...
My friend, this day has been full of mysteries, and you know, one thing I hate, it's mysteries.
He'll like put his knife down and casually wipe it on like the edge of his toga or whatever, and he'll say, you always were like that. You haven't changed a bit, except for being dead. Twice.
Twice? I have no memory of this.
You never had memory of anything.
Oh man, it is good to see you. Now tell me, are you here for the cause?
I'm here because I love gambling. Well, I believe you once said the cause is in my will, and it is in my will.
Like your will to live or like your physical will?
That's private.
But the question is, does he have two wills?
Two wills or one?
Your good friend, Julius Caesar. I can't believe you don't remember me. And he's slowly advancing on you now with the knife. The vibes are not great.
Mr. Caesar, I hate to interrupt. I apologize for the intrusion, sir, but I must ask you, are you here in this hallway alone?
He turns to look at you and says, not if Gosha's here to help me like the old days. Remember, Gosha?
Yeah, of course. Who is this?
I say this very loudly. This is Julius Caesar. How do you not know who this is? Like, I have an ability to stay quiet.
He goes up to Gosha and he's like, Gosha, please, are you still a Julian? Or are you Gregorian?
Gregorian? No. My name is Georgi. You misunderstand.
No. And then from around the corner puffs the head of head Tsar of Tsarvia, Tsar Nicholas II, known colloquially as Nicky II. And he peeks around and goes, Mr. Caesar, you were telling me about the benefits of reinstating the Julian calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar in Tsarvia. I'm not inclined to agree, but you are also the only person who has spoken to me today, so it looks like it's gonna go your way.
But it's the Tsar! Tsarvia! My fearless leader! It's a pleasure to see you today!
What?
He salutes you and is like,
Sasha, you're a monarchist?
Cossack. I work for the Imperial Army.
I thought just meant you like to gamble.
Don't worry, I've approved communism. I may have the Duma. They're basically the same thing.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Oh, Nikki, pleasure to see you again. You said something about inserting Julian calendar. I think great idea.
God. Sasha. Anyway, Caesar is still advancing menacingly towards Gosha, right?
He has stopped for now because Nikki 2 has appeared. So he turns around and is like, Nikki 2! Yes, I was just about to tell you about why it would be good to not be on the same calendar as the rest of the world again, and to instead go back to Julian calendar the way that we were in the old days, you know, the good old days. No one uses the Julian calendar anymore, and you were the last ones to do so. It took you so long to change. Why? Why did you change after such a long time? The cage is like, I told you it was the world order, and it was recommended to me by the last person who spoke to me. That is why we are now on the Gregorian calendar, but I'm willing to reconsider. And then Julius Caesar turns back to Gosha. He's like, Gosha, don't tell me you've given up on the cause.
Listen, my friend, there's something you should know. I have no memory of you. I have no memory of the cause.
I have no memory of the cause.
Caesar, you know what might help our friend Gosha here? If you lent him your black book, he might use those notes to remember things.
Ah, yes, the black book. It feels familiar.
It's a very famous black book.
My famous black book? My famous black book? You mean where I keep all my debts?
Of course, I'm sure Gosha with his financial problems had debt to you at some point. So seeing the notes might help him trigger some memories.
Did you owe me money?
Me? Never. I owe nobody money.
Does any of you owe me money? And then he'll actually get out his little book to look through it. But in the meantime, I would like you to roll convince somebody.
That is a 7.
Big success. All right. So he's like, I cannot give you my black book, but I will let you look at it. And he turns it a little bit so that you can see it. And he's like, Gosha's name is not in this book. Gosha, can't believe you don't remember me.
Ah, yes. That's tell many things about the nation. For example, I'm looking for the debts. I just put out my magnifying glass and I'm just like zooming in, even though it's clearly legible.
Yep.
I heard there was once a man named Felix Yusupov. He owed you a great many debts.
Ugh.
And yet, a great mystery surrounds this. They say he owes a many debts, but for what? I must get to the bottom of this mystery, you understand? The thing about cats and curiosity and all that.
He'll nod, and he'll say, some things about the Begamot never change.
Begamot? Again, people keep saying that name. Begamot. What does it mean?
Begamot? It means behemoth, that's you.
Behemoth?
You did so many crimes for me back in the day.
Behemoth.
And now here you are, Felix Yusupov's errand boy?
Errand boy?
No, he's my errand boy.
I am no man's errand boy.
You're my detective.
The only errand boy I am for is Mrs. Georgy Nestorovich Bulgakov.
You're married?
No, but if I was, I would be her errand boy.
A fellow wife man. I approve of it. My dear Sophie.
Oh.
So I suppose you're suggesting my life as your errand boy was better.
I am suggesting that. You should come back to me, Gosha. Come be my Begamot again. Come reinstate the Julian calendar all throughout the world, but Tsarvia first. Because Tsarvia had it for the longest time.
My friend.
Sasha.
Yes.
I think we should distract the Tsar Nicholas and get him away from his scene. This is going to probably get very messy in a few seconds.
I can do that. You stay here with Gosha.
I'll keep eye on Gosha.
And then I will go up to Tsar Nikki. I'll go to Nikki 2.
Nikki too, yeah.
And I go, Tsar, my grand Tsar, we need to talk about state of the Cossack army you have.
The state of the Cossack army? What's wrong with the Cossack army?
Our horses are malnourished. You haven't sent enough grain to them.
I thought they had plenty of grain. I love horses and the army.
Well, yeah. So you need to send more things to us. And then I like put my arm around the Tsar Nikki too. And I'll
Just like guide him.
And just guide him around the corner. And I'm talking about like how the Cossacks need to like get more funding and how we need to get, bigger paychecks. And...
Oh yeah, he'll listen. The man loves the military, loves people giving him advice and telling him what to do.
Oh, yeah, and I'll just say, we should also have funding for those who are poets and Cossacks.
Specifically.
And pay off their debts no matter what.
I have never heard of a poet, Cossack.
Oh, that is me!
That is you?
Yes, but the nice thing is about the poet Cossack is we make your literature and we fight your battles in the army. So we get that nice military propaganda you so love.
I do love propaganda. It sounds like a wonderful plan.
I think so too.
And you can keep, like, I assume it just goes on like this, whereas Nicholas is like, yeah.
It goes on like this for quite a bit, yeah.
Poet Cossacks, yeah. And then you successfully guide him around the corner, leaving Gosha and Papa Kropotkin alone with Julius Caesar, who's still holding his little black book of debts.
Well, Julius, a wise man once said, humanity is born free, but is everywhere in chains. And I see a book of chains in front of me right now.
I thought your friend was the poet.
I am no poet. I am simple detective cat. No, sorry. I am simple paranormal private eye.
You could be more than that. Join me again, Gosha. This world, it's not for you. The ghost world. The hereafter is the world for you.
Hereafter, I have been all over the plains of this world. And yet, always, there is mystery. I hate mysteries.
If you're not going to join me, then why are you here?
It's confidential client information.
I should be the confidential client.
Sorry, privileged information. It's protected by paranormal private eye client privilege. Sorry.
You won't tell me I will simply have to end you again.
I do not think we'll be doing that, Mr. Gaius Julius.
Oh my god, I forgot you were here.
Most people do. Goes to the Danya. And I'll shoot with my ghost gun.
You're just gonna shoot him? You know what? Yeah, give me...
I never put it away.
You never did put it away.
It's just...
What a poetic ending that would be if instead of combat you just shot him in the back because...
It's a ghost gun.
It's a ghost gun.
It's a ghost gun I got in Switzerland.
Okay, you know what? You shoot Julius Caesar with your Swiss ghost gun. And he turns around and looks at you mournfully and says,
To Papa.
To Papa.
To Papa. This is the first time I've been shot in the back. And then he collapses, killed Julius Caesar.
It was an unlucky time. It's March 15th. If only you had your own calendar here, maybe you would have been luckier. But them's the breaks.
Julius Caesar is dead. You killed him again. You shot him in the back.
My god.
At the sound of the bullet.
This has to be like the first time this has happened.
At the sound of the Swiss gun going off around the corner, Nikki too is like, I say, what was that?
Nothing. I was playing with string.
Probably just some anarchists around there. Who can say?
Anarchists? We can't have that.
Who can say, yeah, no, it was a bomb and off in the distance.
Probably some chemistry students got together and tried to, make a makeshift bomb, as they do.
But the Cossacks will keep you safe.
Yes, the Cossacks.
My god, and they told me in this land everyone is a Tsar. It appears some are more Tsar than others.
That's me, the head Tsar. I was given that role due to my birth.
There's one thing I hate more than mysteries. It's redundancy.
So Nikki too has been kind of making his way back towards the hallway where there are two bodies on the floor now, actually, because Julius Caesar killed the random guy who wanted you to go work, and then Julius Caesar has been shot in the back, so they're in a pile on the floor, and so Nikki too walks over and sees these two dead bodies.
I can explain. I feared for my life.
This looks like a murder.
They're probably just sleeping.
Oh.
They had some strong catnip.
Anyway, you should take their book here.
This is most egregious. I must go find someone to take care of this. Would the Cossacks like to have a detective division? You can have poet detective Cossacks. You were just telling me how they needed more funding and more equipment. Perhaps this could be the first case of the Cossack detectives.
Oh, of course. I'm right on the case.
Perfect. Then I leave you to solve this. Cossack detectives, and then Nicky 2 will leave. He's got his people on it. Solve the murder. Who did this?
We're all trying to find the guy who did this.
Is Nicky 2 gone from around the corner?
Nicky 2's on his way out, but you can stop him if you want.
No. I wanted to be out of earshot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's out of earshot.
Okay, I just looked at him like, I'll write report. I will say it was Pushkin.
And Gosha is just like giving him like a wink and then like an okay sign.
Yes, very yes. Then I will be the best poet in Tsarvia.
It's perfect.
I am happy for you, my friend, but I think this might be where we part ways for now. My business at the casino is concluded, and I must be on my way once more.
But, Papa Kropotkin, you forget about the one thing we still need to do together.
Eh?
I promised you a rager at Felix Yusupov's home after this.
You've got me there.
Perfect.
One rager.
One rager. It'll last a week.
And then you're gonna have a rager at Felix Yusupov's.
I wanted to, at the end of the rager, I wanted to shoot out my flare gun and play the 1812 cannon fire.
Yes!
As like the ending clip, like.
Gosha runs by with his tail on fire. What's left of it? He stapled it back on.
For your part, Papa Kropotkin at the party, for a brief second you see Maria Kana staring at you from across the way, but when you look back, she isn't there anymore.
God. I have not even been to the step in years.
Wow, it's a real mystery. But for once, I do not mind.
Drink! Alrighty, and that was our game with Quest Friends. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hallie, if the people want to find you, where can they go?
Yeah, you can find me on the Quest Friends role-playing podcast. That is Quest Friends with an exclamation point. We just started season 2, which is ghosts and Pokemon, except we call them Necromon. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of. It's a lot of things. Essentially, we have our own system called Under the Neighborhood, where we try to emulate Saturday morning cartoons. Really fun. Humor in the vein of what you have seen in this adventure. Kind of off the wall. Doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. The main series does include Tsarvia, the setting of this adventure today, where everyone's a Tsar except for Rasputin. This is because I like Russia and the Romanovs, and so I was so happy to guest GM this adventure for you guys. Anyway, you can check out Quest Friends at questfriendspodcast.com/czarpower, spelled the way that your fine podcast is spelled.
To get more direct contact with us, feel free to access our website at czarpowerpod.weebly.com. There you can find the show notes, pictures, bibliography, and vote on whether you think Sasha and Gosha deserve the Kremlin or the Gulag. It also has links to our social media, which is just at czarpowerpod, Tsar spelled Tsar. It will also include links to Quest Friends and to Mandy Robertson, who did the artwork for our episode today. She's amazing. Check her stuff out and get commissions from her. If you would like to support the show to help us expand and grow, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon to get access to bonus episodes for both Tsar Power and the history of Sakartvelo, Georgia. This month, we will have a bonus episode on Baba Yaga for Tsar Power and a review of the Soviet Georgian film Salt for Svanetia for the history of Sakartvelo, Georgia. If you'd like to do something that's free, leave a review on your favorite podcast host, be it at Apple or on Spotify. And that's a Dosvinen Tovarishi from me.
And that's a Vlosh Prozhdet Parazitov from me.
Hello? It is Raspi, here for Poovy's party. at the casino. It was at the casino, right? Not at Puvi's house? No, definitely casino on 25th flat is 2 bodies. That is 2 bodies. Well, if they are just lying there, then I suppose they have no need for uniform gun. Or uniform. Or dagger. Or calendar. Or, Puvi's rages last whole week. Rasputin can take a few moments plundering for souvenirs for Boidle Rat.
Wow. Gosha got over his fear of mysteries.
Character growth.
I
You turned your back on your dark past.
You did.
Got over your fear of mysteries.
You got your share of mysteries, figured out your past. I got a raise and promotion. I get to cut someone's arm off as a Cossack. It's a great
We
day.
killed some random guy who worked at the kitchen.
And then I just, yeah. I probably didn't have to throw him in there, but I was like, oh, that's right. You got outfits. I should have you have to use those at some point to try to prove.
I think it's very funny that I got through this entire session without making a singular roll.
Oh my god, I didn't have you roll anything. I'm so sorry, Tom.
No, it's fine. I just think that's incredibly funny.
I try really hard as a GM to make sure people roll and do things, but I also forget and just let things happen. So my B, friends.
Luckily, my comrades, it is quite impossible for me to take up attention, so I do not think I can jeopardize our cause here. I was once arrested, got out of jail, went to the biggest restaurant in town. No one found me there. Nobody thought to look.
Okay, but that's part of incompetence on part of the checker or what?
I had 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
It's a real mystery. I hate mysteries.
I'm sorry to have brought this mystery to your attention. Tom, be sure not to swear this session. Meanwhile, the Tsar Power guys.
No, Brendan.
Yes, Brendan specifically.
Technically, I'm in character, so it's not my fault.
I pushed the button for the down on the elevator.
You're all going back down?
Yep. I'll ensure Gosha doesn't touch any of the buttons.
Yeah. Emergency stop. What is the meaning of that?
It's in the title.
Self-destruct button.
Why does it even have a button like that? Why would they put that in the elevator?
It's a real mystery.
This isn't even Land of the Dead.
It was probably raspy.
This requires investigation.
Do not touch that button, Gosha. Zapraszeno, forbidden.
I cannot believe you pathologic referenced at me of all people.
I don't get this reference, but it's great.
No, there's a character I hate in Pathologic who doesn't shut up about dreams, and if you try to ask her anything, she just talks about philosophy, like every single Russian character in Pathologic, and it kills me.
It is a very good but very strange Russian game.
I'm looking it up right now.
Do it.
Oh, I own Pathologic too.
Good. It is the better version of that game.
It is.
I didn't even know I owned it.
Oh yeah, isn't it like the exact? It's just an updated version of the same story and everything, or
More or less. There's some differences in the story, and right now you can only play as one character, whereas in the first one there were 3 options. But it's basically a remake of the first game.
Downloading.
Excellent.
Sick. I have done a good thing today.
Always happy to convert more people.
I've only played an hour of it because I got really mad at it.
The town can also be a little bit difficult to navigate at times because the map won't always tell you whether or not there is an impassable fence.
I
in the
died
way.
because of fences. Fences killed me because I couldn't get past fences, and then I couldn't get the resource that I needed in time, so my character just folded over on the street and died.
that's top tier game design in my opinion.
Yep.
If you guys want a Russian game or like an Eastern European game called Adam RPG Trudograd, let me know. I have a Steam code for that.
Oh, I would love that.
Ooh.
All right, I have 1 Steam code for it. So
Clearly, we need to roll each other for it, Hallie.
Don't make me roll, but I'll do it.
I mean, you rolled a 10 a moment ago. Roll as an NPC. Roll as someone who
Okay.
isn't you.
This is Pushkin again. A 9.
I got a 4,
Ah,
so
I get it.
congrats.
Okay, now we can go back to the game. I'm so sorry for that derailment.
oh no, fine. It's fine. It's role playing games.